Hi folks, this is Kelly Young from Dirigo Software with yet another video on Accident Reconstruction Professional 15. Today's video is going to be about the changes that I've made in the formulas. These changes that I'm going to talk about have happened in all formulas. Um, so let's get right into it and start the program. Here we are. Okay, for convenience, I'm just going to open up the project manager and because I have some saved formulas here, and I just want to highlight what some of the changes have been to these programs, to these formulas. Of course, the very first formula that I ever did in ARW1 was the minimum speed slide to stop. So that's a good place to start. Uh, when you first open, like if you open up a brand new one, okay, let's open up a brand new one. This is what you're going to be presented with. It looks pretty much the same as it did before, but we have a couple of new items here. In AirPro 14, on the Options 2 tab, I believe it was, you had the ability to add a case number and a report footer. What I have done is I have taken that out of an option type of thing and actually made it part of every formula. So, and this works better if you want to use the project manager and better if you don't want to use a project manager. The workflow that I have done in this program has been, I looked really hard. Took a good hard look at the workflow in using my programs, and there was just a few places where I really needed to make some improvements. So I have, and this is one of them. Also, in working with the project manager, which I'll go into more detail in that particular video. But for now, I just want to talk about some of this stuff right here. Now, you also notice that and this will also be in the project manager video, because the project manager is open, whenever I open a new formula, that is automatically the case name is automatically filled in for you for the case number. It's just that simple. And you can decide what you want. It's an optional to put up to 100 characters there. The case is limited to 50 characters. And of course, the calculation notes, which is also optional, that's good for 1,000. So you can pretty much write a book in there if you want. Not that that's recommended, but I give you all the room you need, or you should need, and go from there. So this obviously has made the formula bigger. So I took advantage of that and I spread things out a little bit. There's a couple of buttons that you don't see here because the minimum speed can be called from other formulas, and you can, copy the results from this formula into those formulas. But those, because I called this formula out by itself, those buttons don't show up. Now, what happens when you have filled this all in and whatnot, this button shows up. And that shows up whether you have a project manager open or not. Let's do not. Project manager's not open, but because you didn't think to open the project manager when you started up, so you just went right to work. But you want to save this formula to a project. So what do? Click the button. The project manager is not currently open. Shall I open the project manager now? Why, yes. Yes, you may. Now, and it reminds you, you need to search for or create a new case that you want to add this formula to. So I don't want it in a sample recon case in this case, because it just, the project manager opens up to whatever is the first case. So I want it in the second sample recon case. So now I have to come back here and I have to click this button again. I want you to watch what happens over here in the project manager. Boom. There it is. There it is. Oh, I want to hit it again and again and again. How do I know that it saved everything it's here, the incrementation and the whole 9 yards? Open it up, double click. Boom. There it is. It's already calculated. Incrementation results are there. Everything is there. And all the formulas, as I was building them, I did 100% testing. Every formula that I did, I made sure that everything was plugged in where it was supposed to go, saved it, open it back up, make sure everything got put back where it belongs. Good old 30df, s equals the square root of 30df. So as you can see, I've changed the workflow, made it much easier. Gone is the ability, and it used to be right down in here, where the selection where it said add calc formula to project. Because it just calculates, anything you do, like you press the calc button, the formula calculates. It would get saved to the project. Print button, the formula calculates, so it would get saved to the project. Do a preview, it saves the formula, it calculates and saves the formula to the project. That just created a lot of headaches for folks, and I realized that. So that's why I got rid of the all-encompassing add calc formula to project. Now, when you get your numbers where you need them to be, where you want them to be, where they should be, then and only then you can just add it to your project. Very simple, very quick, very easy. And you can even, oh, well, let me change the numbers a little bit and then save that. There it'll go. And you can decide if you want to keep the other minimum speeds you added or if you want to delete them. And the way to delete it is this one's right here, right up here. Delete highlighted formula, delete record. Yep, it's gone. Very quick, very simple, very easy. Okay, and that is the explanation for what I've added and changed in the workflow for the formulas. It's kind of a big deal, folks. It's kind of a big deal. And I go into much more explanation on all this stuff with the project manager video. For now, though, that's it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and have a great day.